Alright, we got 3 trailer reactions today. So, if all these trailers came out separately, I honestly probably would only react to Sandman, just because I'm really excited for that, and I'm really curious to see how everyone looks and also how they're gonna market it, because if you know about the show, they're condensing it to 2 seasons when it should be at least like a 3 or 4 season arc. But since all the trailers are out right now, I thought, what the heck, you know? So we're gonna react to 28 Days Later, Fantastic Four, and the Sandman Season 2 announcement. Let's start with Fantastic Four.
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head off into space and come back forever changed. Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four! Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Definitely a very specific tone.
How's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
What? You're gonna be the best mom in the world. And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing's going to change.
Dude, July's gonna be late, man.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Female Silver Surfer.
The planet is now marked for death.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And they hurt.
That's a sick shot.
Are we safe? I don't know. There's not enough time.
Damn.
I'm not giving up.
Oh, Galactus.
Face this together. We will fight it together. As a family. Has to be us.
Oh shoot. Oh, the powers finally.
We will protect you.
Oh shoot. Damn, good thing I waited. You know, hold on, I wanna see his powers again. Wow, that was pretty cool. I mean, I think it's one of those things where Marvel has just done so much damage already that seeing a good trailer like this, I just can't help but just be like, cautiously optimistic, you know? But I mean, you know, without thinking about everything else, looking at this from like a more objective perspective, it looks pretty good. But it does seem like they're hiding Mr. Fantastic's ability. So I wonder if that means that the CGI kind of sucks, and if they're not confident about it, or maybe it's just because it's spoilery, you know? So we'll see. But I mean, okay, I am a kind of a fan of the original one from the 2000s with Chris Evans, and just for pure nostalgia, of course, you know. But I do think there's some good stuff in there, so we'll see. Especially with the Silver Surfer, there's some good stuff in that old movie, at least from like a pure aesthetic superhero vibe. When Johnny chases after female Silver Surfer, that's gonna be interesting. I want to see how if they try to make it as epic and as intense as the 2000s one. I'm not a huge comic book reader with Fantastic Four or Marvel for that matter. And in Marvel, I've just mostly read Wolverine, so I don't know exactly the logic of having a female Silver Surfer. So I hear that there is one. So this isn't like a straight up like, oh, we're just doing it for the sake of diversity. So I'm not gonna get triggered over that, you know. So because I'm sure there will be the real or traditional Silver Surfer, you know, the one that's more like Vision or like Dr. Manhattan, you know, all stoic and philosophical. I kind of wish we got more from her just to get sold on her more, but that was a good enough tease. So yeah, I'm down. Like I said, dude, July is gonna be lit with Superman, Fantastic Four, Jurassic World. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, can't really say I have too many complaints about the trailer. You know, I've heard behind the scenes stuff about Johnny's character and just other stuff, but just judging this trailer, it looks good. Looks like they're gonna stick to this tone, and the aesthetic looks great. I love that golden era of idealism, utopia, America, you know, like they're really selling it good. So I'm definitely hyped for this. Now on to darker things. Let's check out 28 Years Later. I just realized in the beginning I might have said 28 days later. And in my opinion, I didn't react to it unfortunately, but the first teaser for 28 Years Later, I think that's one of the best trailers or teasers in years. And I'm a big fan of trailers. I do think they're like their own art form. And I think that was a freaking damn good one. So we'll see what we got here. Oh, we saw some of this shot last time. Some of this scene. Oh.
Infected and non-infected alike.
That's why our home is so precious.
Oh, there's that little Kipling poem again.
He's ready, Chen.
7, 6, 11, 5.
Once you walk onto that mainland, there's no rescues.
Look at what
Dude, that shot's crazy, dude. Of the crawling, the zombie. Scarlet, baby.
in the bandolier.
Oh shoot. Happy Eater. Oh my god, dude.
Some are better than others.
Oh, is that Killian?
This is a glorious day. Day of judgment.
What the hell? What the hell, dude? Jesus, man, that movie, man. Oh my god, looks so freaking hype. You could definitely feel my excitement now. It wasn't so much there for Fantastic Four. Like I said, I'm down with Fantastic Four, but this is much more my thing, even though I'm a big superhero geek. Jeez, dude, this movie looks so intense, so dark, so gritty, so disturbing. Yeah, like I don't even know what else to say. I mean, I feel like we're all so pumped for 28 Years Later. And the fact that they got the two original people, you know, Alex Garland and Danny Boyle. Hey, by the way, I know I'm kind of all over the place. Is this still legit that they're shooting this on an iPhone? Because it looks pretty damn good. I mean, I know iPhones are good, you know. I mean, I'm shooting this on an iPhone, you know, so I know that iPhones have come a long way, you know, but it's crazy how good this film actually looks, you know. You could tell this movie has so much like lore, so much going on, so much to uncover or to explore, so many concepts to explore. And I just saw recently Alex Garland's iconic films breakdown with GQ, and he talks about his writing process with this film and how he said that it just came naturally to him. It was just the idea. He said it felt honest, and that's why he felt like, you know what, let's do another one, because the ideas he had, like, it felt like a natural progression of something he wanted to explore. So that's why this film just looks so good, because it's coming from an honest place. And I mean, I am a huge Alex Garland fan, and if you are a fan of his work, you know he loves crazy concepts, you know, crazy human science fiction type of concepts. So I'm sure this one's gonna have to deal with a really human, interesting sci-fi concept, and I love that. So, man, I'm so hyped for that. Well, on to Sandman season 2. Let's see what we got.
It is I, Destiny.
Oh, it's gotta be Destiny.
Who calls you. Brother Dream.
Sick.
Join us. Sister, desire, despair, youngest of the endless.
Delirium.
Hi, it's me.
It has been centuries since we were all together.
It'll be interesting to find out why you've called us here.
Perhaps for you more than any of us, my brother.
Oh, he looks like the comic right there. Sick.
His kingdom. The oldest battle begins once.
Oh, that Thor? Oh, dude, July's gonna be lit, man. Wait, what was that exactly? July what? Part 1, part 2? Damn. I mean, there was not much there. It's just to get a tease, just to see what the family looks like, you know? Well, I mean, that's the thing. If there was no cancellation, and if this was all we got, I'd be like, hey, dude, no problem. Like, this looks exactly how the next arc should look. Volume 2 starts with that meeting with Destiny gathering the family together, and they all have a meeting about the future, and then Death and Dream have a conversation, and then Delirium, you know? So this all looks accurate so far, but the show is the show is concluding with season 2, so it's kind of like there's a freaking ton of story that needs to get through. I mean, hey, volume 1, volume 2, nah, dude, it's probably gonna be like 10 episodes or something, for the sake of being generous or whatever, charitable. In their statement, they say it was always planned to be a 2-season arc, supposedly. So let's just say that's true. I feel like the only way you could get through that much story is like at the very least a 15 episode season, and obviously every episode would have to be like a full hour, or like at least 50 minutes, you know? Some episodes would have to cross an hour like Game of Thrones does, but I just really doubt it. I feel like it's canceled, you know? Like it's just like, it's not a coincidence, you know, that Neil Gaiman is going through all of his controversies, and then they're like, oh, it's gonna be 2 seasons. So we'll see. I mean, you know, let me just find out real quick. Let me see if it's actually out, how many episodes. Oh, okay, so yeah, they've already released it, so it's gonna be 11 episodes. Yeah, that's the same as season 1, dude. 11 episodes with season 1. Yeah, I wonder if it's gonna be rushed as hell, or if they're just gonna cut off the story. Honestly, personally, I think I prefer it if they don't rush it and they just don't finish telling the story and they just act like, oh, like, I don't know. I really don't know how they're gonna do press for this once the show's out, because it doesn't make sense, you know? There is just so much story to get through, and yeah, they're not doing that in 11 episodes. We'll see. I'll keep an open mind, you know? If they do it, then I'll applaud it. You know, I love Sandman. I fell in love with it last year or 2 years ago, because I read it kind of over a long period of time. I mean, I fell in love with it, you know, so this kind of means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to a lot of people. I mean, these comics have been around since the 80s, so we shall see. Well, this was the first doing multiple trailer reactions in one video. Hopefully you guys were down with it. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on all these things, and let me know if you're a fan of all 3 of these things. It kind of would be more rare to find someone who's like me, very excited for a Marvel project, you know, for 28 years later, and for Sandman season 2, especially Sandman season 2. That's the one that's like, that's the one that makes you more rare, I feel. Like, if you're excited for all 3 of these type of things, if you've read the comics, you know, of Sandman. All right, I'm starting to ramble already. All right, well, thanks for watching.